Bend, racing in the SA titles and the Victorian titles. So first up, look, we can't ride if you don't subscribe, guys, so hit the like button and subscribe. Hope you enjoy the show, guys. You. It was an early start Friday morning, everyone unloading and getting set up in their pit sheds. Scrutineering and gear check was underway. Signing on and picking up your transponder for your bikes. I had the pit shed set up. I just got some new tyres and I went and got them fitted with the tyre guy. Getting the wheels back on, putting the tyre warmers on, getting them up to temp and checking the tyre pressures. Riders briefing started, everyone was getting keen to get on the bikes and start the day of riding. Waiting for my first session to start, I was eager to get into it as we had a big day of doing a bit of testing and tuning on the bike. Getting comfortable on the bike again, learning the lines on the track and braking markers. Having a couple of issues with my rear brake. We re-bled it and made sure it was working fine. We did a couple of suspension changes, made sure we wrote it down in the notebook. That was the end of the practice day. I was happy with how the bike was feeling, ready to get into qualifying and racing. There were plenty of juniors entered in for the racing over the weekend. This young gun had a nice 85cc two-stroke. Sounded sweet down the straight.
Get
racing finished on the track for the day, they allowed everyone for a track walk. It was time to get the qualifying done for the limited class and the pre-modern naked bike. I did 2 qualifying sessions for each class. For the pre-modern and naked bike, I was going to be 13th on the grid, and the limited class, I was 4th. Watching the start of the 300 Super Sport class, just to watch the lights, how quick they went off from the start. First race was up, the pre-modern and naked bike class. Always a little bit nervous the first race. I was keen to get on the bike and get on with it. I ended up finishing about 11th on track, but in the naked bike class I was coming first.
Crazy battles, man. I tried to take 2 of them at the end there, but I ran off bad. Anyway, it's racing.
We missed the start of the first race of the limited class. Around the first lap, I was sitting in 4th place. Coming onto the 3rd lap, I moved up to 3rd position. Heading down the straight, I was hitting top RPM and then the bike started slowing down. It was revving but then dropped to 1 cylinder. I pulled the clutch in and the bike died on me. I had a DNF. I was spewing. Charlie's favourite part of the weekend, me getting a ride in the bike ambulance again.
A bit oily.
Oh really? Yeah.
You know, I said, oh, the top speed was just
Down.
down,
And then oily.
and then I was going down and just went raw.
And that's why I wiped it today to go, shouldn't you like this? So I wiped it to check it.
It seems to be coming up from my pilot, right? Yeah, the
It just started losing
yeah.
power. And then
Got an airbox for a while. Yep.
You have to go through. Do you want me to get it for you?
Park it that
I'll
way.
push it through there for you.
Yeah, thanks mate, good on you.
Cheers.
Alright, cheers boys.
Thanks mate, good luck.
yeah, well guys, so the racing started and I ended up going in the naked bike first. All was going well. It was a really good race. Had some good battles with some of the bigger bikes. Final lap, we came into the second and last corner and ended up going underneath the 2, but went too hot and ran off track, and then they got me. So still awesome race and really happy with it. Noticed in the race, the bike in the last couple of laps down the straight started losing top speed. I just sort of noticed it and talked to Dad about it, but we didn't really take much of it. So then entered the limited class the next race and took off, coming around the first lap and going down the straight, and the bike just started dying at top speed, pulled the clutch in, and then it expired. So that was the end of the race. I ran off track and DNF'd. So really bummed about it, but then came back in, and another guy, Daniel Love, who races here in South Australia, has lent me his spare bike, which is a massive help, and super stoked. So I'll be able to finish my events and classes this weekend and gain the points hopefully for the championship. So thanks heaps Dan, really appreciate it mate, and yeah, we'll keep racing today guys. Dan has an MT-07 similar to mine. It's just without the fairing on it. I was able to swap over my seat and put my race number onto his. I swapped the wheels and tyres off my bike onto Dan's. I was a little bit nervous, you know, going straight into racing, not riding the bike before, and just going on the start line and go full bore racing. But I was speaking with Dad about it, and he said just stay calm. just circulate, get used to the bike, and just gain the points for the championship. First race on the Sunday was the Superbikes. The Australian Sidecar Championships were held on this weekend as well. There was a big field of sidecarts there. First race for the day was getting closer. The nerves were building. Dad was making sure the tyre pressures were spot on. Went over the nuts and bolts, make sure everything was nice and tight. Not ridden the bike before, I needed to feel how the brakes were on the warm-up lap and try and get comfortable and get a rhythm going. Finished the first race on a new bike. The bike handled really well, the suspension setup was really good, I was happy with the brakes. I was slower on it, obviously just to get comfortable and get used to the bike before trying to push it. I was able to finish the race and hold first place in the naked bike still.
Sick racing though, man. Yeah, it's actually better suspension than mine does. So we've still got work to do.
Yeah.
It turns in where I want it to. Next was the limited class. This race was going to be a bit more hard than the other one. A lot more bikes with similar speeds. The guys at the front were pulling away. I was trying to be smooth and hold my pace. I could hear the 400s behind me closing in. I could hear their bikes right behind me like a swarm of bees. I wanted to push and hold my fourth place. I tried to be smooth and calm, and eventually I just slowly pulled away from the pack. Still getting comfortable with the bike and learning the power range. I wasn't getting full RPM yet. There was still 1,000 RPM that I wasn't hitting on the bike. nerves were settling. It was nearly the next race. It was time to hit the rev limiter on this bike and push it a bit more. Stoked. Got more and more comfortable with the bike, started hitting the rev range better. I was ready to hit another race. So that last race in the limited class got red flagged. We got 4 laps done, but they've recalled the race to do a 3 hot lap race. So we've got 1 more to go. Give it all I got. Hopefully can hang on with the front guys. So cheers guys.
Volunteer, so for free. They do it out there for nothing.
Oh, that was fun, man. That was a good ride. Oh, that was a good ride. Yeah, very good ride. Oh, happy with that. Last race of the weekend, and yeah, got my best, was it the best times? I'm not too sure. 209.5. 209.5, stoked. Haven't ridden a bike before and got used to it in the end, so I'm stoked.
Really happy with the outcome. Ended up getting comfortable on the bike and did a quicker time than my bike.
First up, big shout out to Andrew Madeline for the awesome race commentary over the weekend. Thanks to my dad, Josh Mathers, March for the pit crew, and massive shout out to Daniel Spenlove. My bike broke down in the second race, and Dan gave me his bike to race for the weekend, and I wouldn't have been here without your bike, Dan, so I really appreciate it. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. That's it for the racing for the weekend. Had an awesome time. The last race of the weekend was sick. So, look, subscribe guys, it always helps. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the videos. So, next up, we'll be racing down at Mac Park for the Easter Cup. So I'll be back on the MT-07 and we'll pull it down, have a look what went wrong, but we'll get it fixed and we'll be back out on the track. So cheers for watching guys, see you on the next one.